Did the designer overdo the lighting in the bedroom again? Was the kitchen left in the semi-darkness again? Why is there a tracking system in the bathroom?
Hello fellows, my name is Sergey Renzhin, and you are on the 500 Lux channel. This is my lighting design studio. Almost every day or from time to time I receive very similar requests from people regarding their design project. I mean lighting in a design project. And here it is.
Dear Lighting Design Studio, I have a team of repairmen standing in the hallway and they are about to work. I already have a design project with a binding, but it's slightly dotted. Okay, but I think track system in the bathroom is too much. And I also have 20 lamps per 20 square meters in the living room. What do you think? Can you please look at this project and tell me if it's okay or not okay?
In 8 out of 10 projects, it's not okay. From this video you will know how to detect weak spots in your lighting design project, how to escape making a couple of extra holes in the ceiling and not to pay extra $1,000 for the equipment. I have a top of the most popular mistakes in lighting design. If you watch this video to the end, I will give the bonus type of mistakes. It will be about the dressing room. In 5th place is a very popular mistake with a personally called track lighting system everywhere. The fact is that the track system is a very versatile thing, and wherever you make it in your design project, it will look appropriate and beautiful. This technique is used by my fellow designers very often. I would say always. I have even seen projects where the track system was at bathrooms and on walls. Bathroom is just not a safe place to have a track lighting system. Moisture gets there and then it'll get short. I also adopt track lighting on the walls because the child can always reach out and put his little finger there. The voltage of 24 is not strong, but still it is no good. And I would generally eliminate such solutions in my design project. The exception is a thin, elegant LED strip. They are not the same, it's just a strip. I'll show you an example now. It creates the volume of spans or walls or corridors. This is an interesting decorative solution. But the track system in the wall is the first sign of a weak lighting design project. And the weak project contains a track system everywhere. Do not forget that this system is still the most expensive relative to other solutions. Budget is highly important for everyone's side. It'll get up one way or another. Therefore, it is better to take care of this in advance, not to blurt it out wherever it is not worth it at all. The next popular mistake, which is called side overdone with fixtures. Most often, it can be tracked by the bedroom. We open the bedroom project and see a beautiful elegant track system with 10 models. Hanging lamps above the bed, wall sconces, which for some reason is also located around the perimeter. Well, I can't forget about bedside tables. There are also beautiful lamps. Why so many lamps? Why is there such a huge illumination in the bedroom? We come there to rest, not to look at the details. I do sit here to look at the brands or any other devices. This is not showroom for cars, motorcycles or some expensive clothes, where you need to look closely at the accessories and so on. For example, I just turn on some lamp in the corner of the bedroom when I go in there and go into bed for about half an hour or an hour, and this lighting is enough for me to see everything I need to see. Let's go deep into details about the bedroom. You know, it's very intimate thing. Of course, I understand my colleagues that think the more the better. When we are talking about the budget, it is always easier to cut it rather than increase. Well guys, our customers live there. Why do you do that? You'll probably cut it all down. Thus, beautiful overhead lamps are enough to illuminate the nighttime routine there. And they are not expensive. For cleaning it also more than enough. It's not just about the bedroom. There is a big buzz with lamps in general because designers do not make lighting calculations, but give it to different factories. Manufacturers do it for free and put the maximum number of lamps in their technical calculations. And therefore, such a search is always on the object. Therefore, if you have noticed about 20 to 30 lamps in your relatively small living room, it is a sign that lighting project is weak and that it needs to be reworked before your wonderful installers and foremen drill holes. pull up cable roads there at your expense, bring telecommunications, connect a smart home, make the right number of sockets. You will pay for all this, so there shouldn't be a lot of fixtures. They must be a high quality, good, not super cheap of course, but there really shouldn't be a lot of them. Third place. Very often I encounter the opposite situation. Designer's render shows a large beautiful living room flooded with light with high ceilings. The faces of the people who are in it are evenly illuminated. All the details of the interior are evenly illuminated. The curtains on the render are covered. You also would see such an elegant and very small thread of the track system on the ceiling. It creates a light installation footing the entire living room and does not leave a single speck of shadows. This is what we call funny pictures. If you mount it like that in life, you will live in a constant night. It does not happen but 3-meter ceilings with only one line of track lights. For example, diffuse light evenly flooded the room. This solution is quite accentuated, so it requires a calculation of illumination and competent arrangement of devices on the ceiling. Otherwise, the customer who has been developing this interior design for months has coordinated every detail with his loved ones. Visually imagine how he gets high in this apartment and he implements it this way. Well, it's not cool, he'll just say, "Why do you work like this? Why?" And he will never buy a design project from you again. Therefore, dear customer, if you see a living room flooded with light, and at the same time a small number of lamps per 3 and a half meters of ceiling, this is a mistake. This can't be. In the second place, I want to highlight the living room of a country house. I think it deserves another video. The statistics there are a little different even for me, a person who has already invented and implemented 1,000 projects. Every time in every country house the living room becomes a challenge, because you would never see identical ones. There are always different zones, different types of stairs, different anti-aircraft lights, types of windows. From this window, the sun falls on different parts of the house in absolutely different ways. The owners of this very house also hang out everywhere, someone by the fireplace and someone on the contrary to gather at the table. Someone has a special nest where he sits and reads and enjoys a glass of wine. All these areas need to be worked out not only from the point of view of interior design, but also, of course, from the point of view of lighting. In our Russian latitudes, the sun sets at 4 p.m. in winter, so this is especially important. Therefore, until I make a video about this, when you are working on the interior with a designer, just pay attention to the living room with a staircase, a second light and a large space. Basically, there is no difference in illumination in the kitchen. People should not go from the darkness out into the light. There is a difference in ceiling levels, and this must be taken into account. Well, in the first place, kitchen is lit by a large margin, especially the main table, where our whole family and our loved ones gather. In almost every design project, a decorative lamp with transparent balls and Edison lamps hangs above this table, which is large enough for 8 to 10 people. This lamp will not be able to illuminate this space in any way to enjoy a meal. Designers often forget about this using ordinary decorative lamps and chandeliers, which look amazing on daytime renderings. In fact, when the sun sets, the light does not look as it should. A functional general lighting system will not be enough to illuminate the space on the table. Therefore, this error comes first. This is the most popular mistake. If it is in your project, congratulations, you have discovered it, and there is a reason to talk to the designer on the topic. Why exactly is there such a lamp over my kitchen table? Or come to my studio for a consultation and hear feedback on that wrong with your design project, or vice versa. If you are my loyal subscriber or a new customer and have watched up to this point, congratulations! Here is a bonus 6 error for you, and also especially for my wonderful subscriber who has repeatedly asked me to shoot about the dressing room. I will tell you about it now. The main mistake in the dressing room is not the number of lamps and not their type. It's okay if you use track lighting systems there. The dressing room is a small room. Even the most expensive track lamps will not significantly affect the budget. But exactly 95% of interior designers forget that the requirement for a lamp should be expressed primarily in color rendering, namely in the Cree color rendering index. It should be high there, at least 95, plus it is necessary so that our wonderful hostess can distinguish fuchsia from magenta or red from orange. Otherwise, if there are ordinary simple Chinese lamps with the most popular color temperature go into yellowness, for example 2600 or 2700, then you can get a situation where we try on some ensemble of clothes. Go out to an event, and our clothes, there are completely different shades. Uncool. The dressing room is a place where you have to meditate. Pick up an image for yourself. Therefore, we use any lamps there, but the main thing is that the color rendering index Cree is more than 95%. It is important. If you found out your design project in this video, I invite you to consult me or to my designers. We will be happy to analyze your object and give it full feedback from the point of view of lighting. It will be cool if you write in the comments what else specifically confuses you in your design projects. And I will personally respond to this comment. If this video was useful to you, please like, bell, subscribe. See you in the next issue.